Hello everybody, it is Emery48 here, and today's video is on Star Wars Dooku Jedi Lost Part 6, the final part of the book. We start with scene 101, Felindrone's apartment. Felindrone, the postmaster, killed Galoot. Ventress recognized the smell from Ratatak, where Kai died. Ventress killed Felindrone and freed Jenza. Jenza thinks Ventress is a Jedi Dooku sent to save her. This story must take place very shortly after Dooku leaves the Jedi Order. Ventress thinks Felindrone was hired by Republic intelligence since he was able to resist her mind control. Jenza said she had tried to reach out to Dooku, but he didn't answer. She saw his speeches in front of the Senate on the news and was impressed. Scene 102. The Galactic Senate Rotunda. Dooku spoke in front of the Senate as an advocate for more security spending on the Outer Rim. Chancellor Kalpana essentially shut him down and bowed down to the wants of the Viceroy of the Trade Federation. Scene 103, the Galactic Senate. Corridors. Rael is working for the Naboo Senator Palpatine. Rael introduces Palpatine to Dooku. Lene and Sifo-Dyas are back on Coruscant. Someone has asked to meet with Dooku at the Avenue of the Core Founders. Scene 104, the Avenue of the Core Founders. D4, the droid of Count Ramil, has delivered a message from Jenza to Dooku that Sereno has been invaded by the Abysin, and the Senate has refused help because Ramil did not pay the dues to be under the protection of the Republic. The Abysin have captured the capital city of Karania. Dooku is bringing D4 in front of the Council to report. Scene 105, Jedi Council Chamber. The Council declines Dooku's request to assist Sereno in their defense. Dooku says he is going to accompany D4 to the Shuttle Bay. Scene 106, Jedi Shuttle Bay. Because the Council voted not to intervene at Sereno, Braylon does not want to be involved in the transport. However, Lene and Sifo-Dyas are more than willing to bring Dooku and D4 back to Sereno. Scene 107, Space. The Truth Seeker flies through space. Scene 108, The Truth Seeker. The Truth Seeker arrives in the Sereno system. As soon as it jumps out of hyperspace, it starts getting shot at. Scene 109, Sereno Space. The Truth Seeker enters the Sereno system during a space battle. Scene 110, The Truth Seeker Cockpit. The Truth Seeker is being attacked from all sides. Scene 111, The Hidden Room. Ventress is cutting Jenza out of her handcuffs while discussing Dooku's return to Sereno. Scene 112, Sereno Camp outside Karania. Sergeant Eason and Lady Jenza spot a Jedi ship falling through the atmosphere towards the Del Galdon plains. Jenza wants a speeder to go to the impact site. Scene 113, The Truth Seeker. Dooku, Lene, and Sifo-Dyas have jettisoned the cockpit from the rest of the shuttle and plan on using the Force to safely land on Sereno's surface. Scene 114, the Del Galdon Plains. Jenza and Eason head toward the impact point of the Jedi shuttle in an airspeeder. Scene 115, Crash Site. A groundquake happens on Sereno for the first time since Dooku was an initiate, as soon as he touches the surface. Sereno has not experienced a ground quake since the last time he set foot on the planet. The whole group of Jenza, Eason, Dooku, Lene, and Sifo-Dyas are going to return to check on the camp and the people staying there. Scene 116, Sereno Camp. Dooku gives one of his bandages to keep him centered in the Force to Count Hagi of House Malvern to attend to someone wounded. Sereno is in a much worse place than anyone on Coruscant realizes. There are camps of injured people everywhere. Scene 117, Hidden Room. Dooku is sending help to Ventress's position to safely retrieve Jenza before Felindrone's people arrive. Scene 118, Iranian Hills. Jenza showed the Jedi Karania from a lookout point. Enough Abysin had invaded to completely control the capital city. Scene 119, Abysin Outpost. Sifo-Dyas lifted sand into a sandstorm to obstruct the Abysin guard's vision. Dooku killed the two guards. Sifo-Dyas gets in the Sentry's tank and heads back to the Abyssine base. Scene 120, Abyssine camp. The Abyssine general asks the tank why it abandoned its post. Then the tank fires at the camp. The Abyssines return fire. Scene 121, tank. Sifo-Dyas' distraction gave Dooku time to plant and set off explosives. They were targeting the communications tower so Sereno could communicate with itself and with outside planets again. Scene 122, Abyssine camp. Another groundquake happens. Dooku and Lene fell. Sifo-Dyas was going to abandon the tank. Scene 123, underground cavern. Dooku and Lene found the Tirataka in the caverns. Dooku has a connection through the Force with the Tirataka, as he was the one who awakened her when he was on Sereno for the festival. Sifo-Dyas finally gets through on the comm. They defeated the Abyssine at the camp, but reinforcements are on their way. Scene 124, Abyssine camp. Dooku rejoins the fight on the surface, saving Sifo-Dyas while he was hearing voices chant Dooku. After they pushed back the Abyssine, Ramil entered with a droid army and told his people to stop their insurrection. Dooku has gone to speak to Ramil. Scene 125, the Windrunner, which is currently Ramil's ship, even though in all the previous parts it's been used as Dooku's ship, but now we're in a flashback later in the book. Ramil was going to kill Genza with Dooku's lightsaber to unite the people under him. Ramil hired the Abyssine to shut down the other houses. Dooku was controlling the Tirataka and started destroying the droid army. Sifo-Dyas lost his sanity when he saw the beast. Lene is worried Dooku will be lost to the dark side if he stays connected with the Tirataka. Scene 126, the Windrunner, deck. Dooku wiped out the droid processor, shutting down all of the security droids. Dooku then summoned his lightsaber back to him and killed Ramil. Scene 127, the battlefield. Lene is unsure of how much control Dooku has over the Tirataka, and is unsure if it will attack them now that the droids are shut off. Scene 128, the Windrunner, deck. Dooku has lost his control over the Tirataka and apologized to it after realizing what he had done to her. Dooku then jumped off the Windrunner. Scene 129, the battlefield. Dooku killed the Tirataka. The Tirataka had unearthed a very rare element which will allow Sereno to rebuild. The Abyssine retreated after Ramil died and his droids were turned off. Dooku called himself Count Dooku and seems to be staying to be the heir to the throne on Sereno. Scene 130, Yoda's Chambers, Jedi Temple, Coruscant. Yoda, although saddened, honors Dooku's request to leave the Jedi Order and rule Sereno. He also allows Dooku to keep his lightsaber, as Jedi is more than just a title. Scene 131, the battlefield. The houses requested a summit and Dooku offers to host it at Castle Sereno, his new home. Scene 132, the hidden room. Genza wants Dooku to come with her to Coruscant to talk with the Jedi. Genza told Dooku the hooded man is corrupting him. Ventress knows nothing of the hooded man. Kai is trying to tell Ventress Dooku isn't who she thinks he is. Scene 133, Vision, Castle Sereno, Dooku's Great Hall. Kai brought Ventress into a vision to show her what Dooku is. Then Dooku invaded the vision, insulting Kai. Scene 134, Vision, the grounds of Castle Sereno. Ventress, now in a nightmare scenario, running through a dark forest, with both Kai and Dooku speaking to her. Scene 135, Vision, Halstead's base. Ventress is shown her slaver's death. Then she is struck by Dooku's lightning and the vision comes to an end. Scene 136, Hidden room. Ventress kills Genza under Dooku's instruction. Ventress then blows up the room after Dooku has left, so there is no evidence. Dooku returns to his castle to build Sereno as a cornerstone of a new empire. Ventress could no longer hear Kai and is now her own self, sculpted by Dooku. This was a sad ending to the book, but not something I did not expect when starting a book about the backstory of Dooku's life. Considering what we know in the prequel movies, there was not going to be a happy ending for this book, especially from a Jedi point of view. Overall, I thought the way the book was written was an interesting and unique choice for Star Wars books, as it was in more of a play format. With that said, the story was entertaining and I often read large chunks at a time as I did not want to put the book down. I am getting so close to the first movie, which is a very exciting milestone in this journey throughout the Star Wars timelines. If anyone has any comments or questions about this part or any of the previous parts, which I have posted on my channel previously, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you everyone so much for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.